blue lines I've got on the club shaft, obviously you can see now where that club is going through, say through your left chest. Logo is kind of where you want to get it, where your hands are just slightly more in front, in a better position. Okay, now the feeling as you're coming down to impact, the lines you were creating were really, really good. I'll send you through the video, just the full down the line swing, so you can sort of see it as a reminder of how good it's coming. To be fair, it's looking really, really good. Backswing knives, I think, is fine. From here now, as you're coming to impact, the hands get a little bit flicky, I say, popping up slightly, and the club now and the hand just a little bit kind of loopy this way. You say, sort of coming up the shot. This one on the right hand side now as we come into impact. Better, much more. You see where, look at the lines and the angles kind of there, where that is a bit more.
Oh wow,
Shit. Slightly different, Now that's obviously an exaggerated trying to drive it like your follow through, because he's quite sort of contorted, which is fine, okay. But it's kind of that feeling of coming in the golf ball, getting that compressed flight of the ball, flight a bit more lower off the face there, but covering the ball, as you use the word compressing. All these words kind of mean the same kind of thing. It's just getting the correct angle of attack and find the sweet spot.
Chest over it.
Chest over the ball, covering it, hands here, that right wrist in the more cup, or the back of your left wrist more sort of pronated there, okay. What you would do was a little bit of this leaning back and flicking. Now, in the past, when your club got kind of stuck behind you, the way you squared the club face up was with hand action to flick it. Now your club is much more down the line. The flick you get now is more flick up rather than flick this way. So your flight now is just, so which is why your bad shots are just a bit thinny, bottom groovy. They might balloon up in the air a bit depending on the lie, or just fly a bit flatter and maybe 10 yards short, but they're straighter. There's less of a destructive shot now in your game, as you've been saying there, okay? That's a good sign. So the angles you're producing are really good. It's just making sure at impact now you're getting that right wrist, that cupping in there, and that sort of straighter line. So again, it's worth practicing that shot. See how low can you bring the ball flight down. Hit some shots there, get in that impact position. So as you come to the golf ball here now, you're kind of at the right wrist. I say the visual feeling is your hands are going to win the race to that left leg. If the club head overtakes because of the right wrist doing this sort of motion here, then you're adding a bit of loft to that club. Now, that is something that might actually be quite good if you need to hit a higher shot kind of thing, and you can put the ball a bit further forward and get that bottom hand kind of working up and under, and then you send it higher. So it's a rocket in the summertime, if the fairways get rock hard or the greens get rock hard, and you want to flight one into the 18th or whatever on the button or whatever, or a different hole, whatever it may be, and you want to get some height on that, you can do that. But for the majority of shots, or especially in this time of year now, we don't need that higher flicky one, and especially in the windy conditions, the more flick you get, the higher it goes, the more the ball's going to be affected, the worse those shots are going to be. So ball back a smidgen, hands forward a smidgen, that's good. So the ball goes back 1 inch, the hands go forward 1 inch, so kind of like a 2 inch change there, but get those hands more on top. That's the strike. Okay, get those hands in a position where we can cover the golf ball. You said compress. All the same kind of words that mean the same sort of thing, really, mate, but that's getting a much more of a compact strike.